Hello, my name is Fun Paw, and we're going to be looking at a fun watch today. Another Invicta! You know a watch has got to be special when it comes in a bright yellow box and you break out the scale to be part of the conversation. Because when I open this box, I don't want you to be too shocked or, don't get too excited either. I mean, just hold your horses because this is going to be this is going to, well, let's just open it, okay? All right, you ready? Drum roll. Oh, hey, what am I wearing? I'm wearing a Citizen Bryson Eco Drive chronograph. Cool watch. All right, here we go. We're going to open it. Da-da-da-da. Ooh. There it is. What do you think? Oh my gosh. One of the first things you notice about this Invicta is, like a lot of Invictas that people typically think about, is the size and the weight. And can I show you the retail? $1,095.
What?
That right there is where most people have a problem with Invicta. It's this $1,100 price tag that they're asking, or they're telling us is the, suggested retail for this watch. And then they go along and they say, well, we're going to sell it to you for 75%, 80% off, and then they sell it to you for literally even more than it's probably still worth. And it's really just a shame because, don't be crazy with the people. Don't try to insult people's intelligence. Just, sell them a watch at a fair price and, let them buy it. If you've got to trick them into buying something, all you're doing is hurting your reputation. And you're taking advantage of people, and that's just not right. Just to give you an idea as to the difference in the size, here you go. I mean, this is huge, but we'll get into the exact size here real quickly. Let's do that now. One of my caliper will actually fit it. All right, let's go to, all I can do to fit is to go to the crown guard here and then over to the other side, because this really isn't going to, there's not a good place to put it. But that, let's just go with that. That is 55.7. 55 millimeter. Now, lug to lug. 61. How about the thickness? You got a slightly domed crystal, 18 millimeter thickness, a lug width of 26. If you want a big watch, here you go. You do you. Oh, but let's not forget, it has weight to it. Shall we look at that? Here's the scale. Can't really see it though, can you? Let me put it on grams. Can you see that? 307 grams. Guys, this weighs more than the Donald Trump watch. So we have a stainless steel watch. It's not gold. Now I'm going to be returning this watch, so I don't want to take all the plastic off of it, but it comes wrapped in plastic so that it doesn't get scratched. I mean, I'm okay with that. I mean, that's great. That's what it should have on it. But we're going to do our best to take a look at it. Okay, so on the case back, which is a screw down stainless steel case back, you see that it is the bolt. And what do we see on the case back here? Well, we see that it is a Japanese made chronograph with 100 meters of water resistance. Of course, that's because it does not have a I don't know. I have to check it out. Let's see. Does it have a screw down crown? No, it's not a screw down crown, but you just have a screw down case back. So only 100 meters of water resistance. Quite frankly, I don't think you want to go swimming with it because you could drown. But, all right, so 100 meters of water resistance, and it is the model number 2515. For Lume, it has something called Tritnite, which I guess is, it's another trademarked thing from Invicta, and we'll check that out here in just a minute. The glass on the front is not crystal. It is something called Flame Fusion. Now, those of you who are aficionados of this brand, maybe you can explain what it is, but a heat-treated, possibly glass that is hardened, not as hard as sapphire. Let's take a look and see what the Lume looks like, since it is a special kind. We'll get the lights turned out. Okay, so I got my black light going, and maybe you can see where it is on the hands, on the second hand, and supposedly some around the outside, but let's turn the light out and see what happens. There we go. It's not too bad. I don't know how long this is going to last, but I will say it is brighter under the camera than it is in real life. Looking at this does not impress me too much. I want to bring out the other Invicta here beside it, and we can see the difference. I hadn't even charged this one up, and already it's as brighter. There we go. Yeah, the Pro Diver, a lot better Lume. All right, looking at the front of the watch, what do we have going on here? Oh, we've got a lot of stuff going on, as you can tell. We've got a tachometer, we've got a chronograph, we've got stuff over here that I don't know how that works. I need to spend more time with this watch, I guess, but you got a 24-hour dial there. You have a chronograph. The bottom dial at the 6 o'clock is the seconds to the chronograph. The minutes is over to the left. I like the dome crystal is pretty. I have to give it that. It does give some distortion to this huge dial. Inside you see some stuff going on. It's got around the, you can see around the dials, there's this added little layer of metal there. I'm assuming it's metal. It could be plastic with the Invicta logo on it. So that's inset there. And of course you have a sunburst type of dial behind that. And everything is printed, nothing applied. You got the printed numbers for the tachometer. And then you've got loomed tips of the hands, and you've got loomed hour markers around the outside that are part of what looks like the plastic insert there for the tachometer, the reho around the outside. And that's pretty much it. There's some circular sunburst effect on the small dials, and I can't really see anything else of interest. All right, then you've got this faux cable around the outside. These are not screwed down. I don't know how this is made, but this is not a rotating bezel. It's just fixed, and I don't know what that's made of except stainless steel. It could be some cast metal. I don't know. It doesn't say. On the side, you have polishing, and if I remove the sticker, you can see that it is, it's nicely polished. On the top, though, you got fine brushing that matches with the bracelet. Now, if you remember the video that I did of the last Invicta, the ProMaster, is that what it? Pro Diver, I'm sorry. The brushing, matter of fact, I have it right here. The brushing is not as refined as on this one, and it doesn't match like this one does. So something to consider. On this side, you've got the pushers for the chronograph, plus you got plastic on the outside, and a non-signed crown covered with a sticker that is just a push-pull crown. You have solid end links. You probably need them on a watch that weighs this much. And you got solid links with push pins to hold it together. The bracelet, the clasp that is a standard press clasp, but it is milled on the inside. I would think for $1,000 watch, you would want a milled and signed clasp. You got it on the clasp here, this part, and on the main one. The main thing about this watch is just that it's huge. You do you. You go out and you wear whatever watch you want to wear. I saw a guy at a restaurant today that had a watch larger than this one. He had it on a larger than this one and more blingy than this one. And I told my wife, I said, look at that guy's watch over there. And she looked at him and she looked back and continued to eat. It did not offend her in any way, and it didn't make her even raise an eyebrow. So wear what you want to wear. Be happy. If it's a watch and you love it, wear it in good health. And if you collect Invictas, let us know about it. Write it in the comments. Share your joy. Have a great one. Tune in next time. In the meantime, like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And we'll see you very soon. Remember, watches are replaceable. Whew. But time is not. Have a great day.